Toys Day. Happy Toys Day, everybody.
Good evening. How's everybody doing out there in MEAD land? Welcome, welcome.
Welcome.
Twitter died, but it seems to be back.
Yes.
Oh man, I was just getting ready to have a funeral for it. Ding dong, the witch is dead, the witch is dead, the wicked witch. It still won't let me post nothing though.
Yeah, same here.
See, it's a useful tool, but I don't know. There's too many people who can just fucking call you out completely, constantly.
Wow.
That's the problem.
Well, the first thing I see is, which Star Trek Discovery character are you? The one that doesn't have to watch Discovery?
Am I the cat? Am I Bridge Cat?
I think you're Bridge Cat. The one that actually has a name?
Grudge?
Yeah, the only crew member they give a name.
Oh, well, it's Thursday and either you're single or you're trying to avoid your significant other, and we'd like to thank you for joining us.
Dun, 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 dun.
Witch, oh witch, the wicked witch. Ding dong, the wicked witch is dead. Get your defund Hollywood shirt today.
I think I might want to watch Wizard of Oz later.
Right?
Yeah.
She's very, very nearly clearly dead. I don't remember fucking all the words anymore. Hello. So how's everybody doing? How you doing, Script?
I'm okay. Rough morning having to watch Star Trek Discovery, but after that they went pretty well.
Fuck, I know what you mean. I've been up since 4:30. I had to edit that damn video, and then I had to watch Star Trek.
I watched Star Trek. I stayed up and watched Star Trek, and then I was arguing with people on Twitter. Because I have to be right. I mean, I'm right. I just have to let them know that I'm right.
Yeah, well, it's not that we're right. It's just that they are wrong.
They're wrong, and they need the world to know that they're wrong by being called out.
Yeah.
Well, one of the producers or something from what is it? Lower Decks is going after me.
That eminent that guy initiative.
I don't know, some weirdo.
Tree Rock Creation says he's so pumped for the next Jurassic Park World movie thingy. What it would be, Jurassic Park 6, Jurassic World 3. It's on,
something like that.
On hold because COVID.
They got delayed. They got downsized. Now they're just Jurassic Playground now.
Well, they're no longer filming. They got shut down.
Jurassic Jungle Gym, Jurassic
Monkey Bars.
Jurassic Monkey Bars, yeah. Jurassic Sandbox.
And K.
Jurassic
John
Garden Sprinkler
says single, and thanks for noticing. Well, there you go.
Who is that guy with the hair? Who is that guy with the? You see that guy's avatar?
Yeah,
that's Aliens guy.
The Aliens guy from the History Channel, I think.
Alien
Or Discovery Channel.
Whatever it is, yeah.
Whatever.
That thing.
I'm not saying it was Aliens, but it was Aliens. That's the guy.
I'm not saying it was Aliens, but it was very much Aliens.
Ryo Stew, Jurassic Congo.
Congo!
Yeah.
Just cause. So anyway.
How's it sell? How's Congo selling on Amazon anyway?
I don't know. I haven't checked it in a while. But speaking of Amazon, that was a nice segue there, Rob. Coming to America is coming to Amazon. Interesting turn of events. Robert Meyer Burnett predicted it would probably go to Netflix or something like that. So not totally surprised, but coming to Amazon. Yeah, go ahead and read the story here, Rob.
Coming to America is making one more connection before it arrives to American audiences. Arrives for American audiences. Proofread your shit. The long-awaited and long-anticipated sequel to the Eddie Murphy classic is in the process of being sold by distributor Paramount Pictures to Amazon Studios in a deal worth roughly for $125 million, insiders say. The expected streaming premiere date is December 18th, sources added. Now, hold on. Final details are being hammered out. Sources said, including 2 complex consumer marketing tie-ins with McDonald's and whiskey brand Crown Royal, which are expected to transfer over to Amazon Studios with the film. Murphy produced as well as stars in the film, has to give his blessing. The sale is said to be a priority for Amazon chief Jennifer Salke. Whatever it is. Jennifer. Damn it.
I was walking down the street, minding my own business. Walking down the street, right? Walking down the street, minding my own business. I come around the corner, and Martin Luther King pumped me in the stomach. Or pumped me in the chest, not stomach.
He did not.
He did too.
You did not meet Martin Luther King.
You did not meet no Martin Luther King.
F you, and F you. Have a seat.
Who next? That's actually 2 different parts, but yeah.
Anyway, Sage, who's been on the hunt.
I cut it together for those who don't realize on the MEAD radio bit, though.
Anyway, Jennifer, she's been on the hunt for more commercial fare with the recent acquisition of the sequel to Borat and another Paramount acquisition in the Tom Clancy adaptation Without Remorse. Oh, that book was boring. Starring Michael B. Jordan. Yeah, okay. The studio also picked up Regina King's One Night in Miami, which is expected to be an Oscar contender. In light of ongoing movie theater closures and countless blockbusters changing release dates, Paramount, have been exploring numerous options in recent weeks for the tentative Christmas Day release of Coming to America 2, including selling the rights in-house at owner Viacom streamer CBS All Access. Dun, 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 sources said. The other streaming services also looked at the film. The project is one of several that Paramount has sold this year to streamers, including Aaron Sorkin's The Trial of Chicago 7 and the action comedy Lovebirds, both of which went to Netflix. The studio sold Without Remorse to Amazon, and they're going to regret that.
So they won't be without remorse?
Oh, they'll be with remorse. It is, let me tell you, Tom Clancy, people love Tom Clancy, but just that book is 750 pages long, and you can cut out all the techno babble and save yourself about 250 pages. It is just, the Buffalo Hunter drone flying at an altitude of 23,000 feet, dropped its payload with a displacement of 3,200 pounds and fell to the ground. I'm like, just say the plane was flying, it dropped a bomb, it went boom, people died, and it was scary, okay?
You said payload. Toxic Man Food
sends you dropped the load.
Sends in $5. In my best, Eddie Murphy. Good morning, my neighbors.
Yes.
Fuck you. Yes. Yes. Fuck you too.
The first Coming to America was directed by John Landis in 1988 and saw Murphy as the charming African Prince Akeem, who traveled to New York to escape an arranged marriage. Arsenio Hall, James Earl Jones, Sherry Headley, and John Amos co-starred. The film grossed nearly $300 million at the worldwide box office. And some of that was mine because I want to go see it twice. In the sequel, it's a great movie. Prince Akeem is set to become king of the fictional country of Zamunda. When he discovers he has a son I thought it was going to be a daughter, has a son he never knew about in America, a street-savvy Queens native named Lavelle.
So what happened then? Did he get a divorce and his wife, the queen, moved back to Queens and then have the kid there? Or because I'm pretty sure he didn't do nothing with nobody while he's in New York.
No, they never said. No. To honor the former king's dying wish to groom his grandson as the crown prince, Akeem and Semi set off to America. Murphy, Hall, and Jones are reprising their roles. The film stars Jermaine Fowler, and supporting cast includes Tracy Morgan, Leslie Jones, Arsenio Hall, and Wesley Snipes. They put Arsenio Hall twice.
Did they really?
Murphy, Hall, and Jones are reprising James Earl Jones.
Look, yeah.
The film supporting cast includes Tracy Morgan, Leslie Jones, Arsenio Hall, Wesley Snipes.
Let me guess. The queen, they got a divorce. She moved back to America. She died. He's been living on his own, hustling on the streets.
He's probably Leslie Jones is probably his auntie or something.
Probably. Or his mother. Well, you know what? They got to make Akeem a deadbeat dad. Or negligent father.
They basically are, yeah.
What I mean, I like the title of Coming to America with the number, but shouldn't it be like Return to America or Returning to America?
America.
It's like Now You See Me Part 2, but it should be like Now You Don't, because that's the phrase. And I killed the conversation.
There was Janet Ivanovich or whatever her name is. She had that series of books. One was called One for the Money. The second book was called Two for the Show.
Yeah, see, she gets it.
Yeah. Anyway, after he meets the kid who's panhandling on the street and he catches him stealing, he finds out the kid's name is Billy Ray Valentine.
Oh yeah, I was in what unit were you in? Oh, I was in Green Berets. Yeah.
I can walk.
Legs.
I can see. It's a miracle. Yeah, they should have called it Coming Back to America. That's what they should have called it. But I don't know. I'm leery on this one because it's PG-13. Like Rob said, you have the whole deadbeat dad aspect of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Outside of that, though, I'm pretty much on board.
Hey, he did well with Dolomite Is My Name, and if he has that same energy and that same reverence, I think it'll be a good movie.
Granted, you can get away with so much in a PG-13, but not the kind of things that lends themselves to Coming to America. Because the reasons that movie was rated R have not been laxed. You know what I mean? It's a lot easier to make a Die Hard movie PG-13 than it is a comedy now. Because the whole reason the first film, of course, was rated R was because of all the nudity and the swearing. And granted, you can get away without the nudity, but I don't know. It's really I guess I can see them pulling it off with any F words, but it's gonna be tough. And Beverly Hills Cop 4 Fezman is coming to Netflix whenever they finish shooting it. I know he was supposed to start shooting it this year, but I think it got pushed back because of everything, so we'll see. But Netflix has an option on Part 5 as well.
This is also, I think, the second time they've shot a Beverly Hills Cop 4.
Kind of, sort of. They did a
test pilot. They did also almost a feature film that they then reshot into another pilot.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, one time they were going to do a show called Beverly Hills Cops, and it was going to be Judge Reinhold and what's his face.
Yeah.
I would have loved to have seen that show. Taggart, yeah, but I can't remember.
I remember when what was it? I remember like
John Astin, ain't it?
Yeah, John Astin. I also remember at that same time they were talking about the Lethal Weapon 5, and I think Shane Black and Charles Mondry submitted a treatment for that back then. I don't know if it went anywhere.
Just let your soul glow. Soul glow. All right. No, there was never an animated TV show for Beverly Hills Cop, which is funny because
there was a Police Academy one.
There was a Police Academy one, but one of my old stupid animated shows I did inappropriate Saturday morning cartoons, and one was Die Hard, one was Beverly Hills Cop. And Beverly Hills Cop, it was he had a little cartoon sidekick named Mr. Boogersworth or something like that, or Giggles Butt. I don't remember what the fuck it was. It was pretty stupid. And then, like in Die Hard, instead of going up against terrorists, it was terrorizing monsters. You know how stupid those things were. Adam Wolford sends in $5. Why don't he make a good sequel to Pluto Nash? Well, that would be better than this watered down Coming to America. I guess only one who remembers that. No, you're not the only one who remembers Pluto Nash.
I remember
Actually,
Pluto Nash. Yeah,
I was gonna say Eddie Murphy still makes jokes about it. So,
and I mean, it's not as terrible as a movie as you think in hindsight, but it did not perform well at all.
No.
Yeah. So anywho,
Meteor Man.
There you go. Make a sequel to Meteor Man. Do that. Yeah.
Or Blank Man.
Yep, Blank Man. Yeah.
No, J5. Drat, they went to one place he knew he couldn't go. The ladies' restroom.
Just go in.
I love that movie. Oh, shit. So before we get into the whole I'm gonna let Rob rant a little bit about Bond. But before I do that, maybe I'll be nice and I'll show the stupid thing I was talking about because I'm an idiot.
Another Bat Time cartoon?
No. This is old. This is stupid and old. And then I forgot to share the audio like an idiot. Oh, shit.
No thin crust. No deep dish.
Ignore this shit.
In the tradition of great 80s cartoons based on inappropriate subject matter for children, comes Beverly Hills Cop.
You ready to go solve a mystery, Mr. Giggles Butt?
Let's do it, Axel.
Axel! Axel, did you put ink in my coffee again?
I don't know how ink got in your coffee again, Mr. Bogomil.
Sure you don't, Axel. How's that stolen bicycle case coming?
There's a lot of bikes in Beverly Hills, Captain Bogomil. Which one you looking for?
Dagnabbit, Axel, you know what I'm talking about. Quit goofing around.
I'm supposed to be looking for stolen bikes?
Axel!
I'm sorry, Captain Bogomil. I'm just kidding.
Axel, your shenanigans are getting out of hand. We still haven't located that bubblegum truck from the heist last week that you stole and used and lost and got stolen again, or whatever you want to call it. I'm just fed up with you.
Don't worry, Captain Bogomil. I'll find him and I'll put a banana in the tailpipe.
Boy, actually, your boss is really bossy.
I know, Mr. Gigglebutt, but I'm not really doing my job like I'm supposed to. We really need to find those missing bikes, man.
Sorry about leaving the keys in the bubblegum truck.
Gotta admit, it was kind of funny. I did something like that before.
Anyway, see how stupid it was?
Yeah, your Axel sounded a lot like Chris Rock.
Well, I made it sound bad because I know I can do a good Eddie, so I tried to make it sound bad, like you know how they do in the Saturday morning cartoons. Yeah. Stop, just stop. Yes, I know. It was horrible. Yeah, the volume sucks too. That was before I knew how to do anything decent. You're being too nice, Steve. And you guys are being too nice. Thank you, though. Okay. More like Axel, says Willie. Yeah. Axel. Okay, Rob. Have at her.
Well, James Bond producer addresses Tom Hardy rumors, says Bond doesn't need to be a white man. Okay, first of all, what do you think Barbara Broccoli's going to say? Honestly, what do you think she's going to say?
Well, she's going to say Bond has to still be a man.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure she's going to stick with that.
Well, she's there. She's given herself just enough wiggle room right there.
Mm-hmm.
Because she's, God forbid if she says, no, you know what? We kind of envision James Bond being a white guy, but oh my God. Oh, wow. Oh my God. Ah, do you believe what she said? Everybody would come out of the woodwork and call her every ist word in the book. But at the same time, like I always said, you know what? James Bond is a defined character. It's not a Fortnite skin. You can't just choose the features you want and click continue. And I don't care that I want to see myself. Fuck you. See yourself on screen. How about that? How about we start there? Okay. Don't be so narcissistic that the only way you can relate to a character is to see yourself in that character represented.
And it's only the superficial stuff too. It's never anything like deep about the characters. It's never like, oh, I can identify or I can aspire to be. It's like, no, this one has my skin pigment, therefore, or this has my little gender label.
Hey, it's like, you know, you can't say, wow, he drives a cool car. I like cool cars. Hey, he drinks martinis. You know what? I think I might try a martini one day. You know?
Welcome, Steven.
Hey, how you doing, guys? I see Hollywood is racing another white man, I see.
Yes.
White man bad. White man bad.
White straight man bad. It's definite. And the oppression Olympics, if you don't know your pronouns, or if you're what was it? Was it Translate Wesley Crusher? What is
Translate Crusher.
Translate Crusher. Then you get points.
Reverend Author Dr. Stephen Walton is here.
Hail everybody, hail the chat. Thank you for being here, smashing the like button and sharing it out. Love to be on here with this wonderful panel and the queen of the fandom, Miss Mecca herself, who's getting shadow banned on Twitter. Are they coming at you on Twitter?
No, I think Twitter was down for a while.
Was.
Yeah, it was just Twitter.
Yeah, Twitter was all effed up.
And I'm with John Willis. If you're gonna make Bond a black man, it has to be Eddie Murphy.
Yep.
Sure.
So these all
And
these
he
new
can go in
gadgets
whiteface when he has to infiltrate Russia.
and I can take all these gadgets and I can just use them.
But he's got to be Eddie Murphy from Norbit.
So like if I blow up a house, it's okay. I got a license to kill. Hi.
But well, you know,
Yeah.
Everyone's gonna get all giddy about this because it leaves the door open for Idris Elba, who keeps saying he does not want to do it.
Look at this though. Steven walks in the door and so do 20 other fucking people. What the fuck?
That's right.
They're following success. No, thank you.
Well, if not Idris Elba, they'll get the discount Idris Elba from Star Trek Discovery.
Oh, Michael.
No shit. Yeah.
Well, the cheap knockoff? He wasn't that bad.
He's a good actor. I just keep forgetting his name because he hasn't been in a lot of high-profile stuff recently.
I see him as like a young Idris Elba. I'm sorry.
He's obviously going to be the love interest for Burnham.
Yeah, because they Cartman that shit all up.
Yeah.
Oh God, it's stupid.
Oh, Mecca,
black lady, black man, they must go together.
That's racist.
Oh, black man took his shirt off while Mikey Burnham was drunk. Woo! He made her uterus explode.
Oh my God.
Tom sounding all Canadian and everything.
She's only in this because she's a size 0 and she fits into the costume.
Did you guys see the Karen I totally obliterated the other day on Twitter?
No, which one?
Oh, there was this one that was going off because people were comparing Twi'leks to what was it? What's the green bitches on
Orions?
Orions, yeah.
Mm.
Oh, that chick. Yeah.
Yeah, so she was like going off and I'm like, and she's like, this is revolting and demeaning towards women and blah 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 blah. And I took me two whole seconds on her fucking Twitter page to find something, and then like, so is this. And I slapped down a picture of what's his face from The Boys, like tonguing the milk or whatever, and she's like, so yummy, what's his face, hashtag get me some of that or whatever. And she's like changed her tune real fucking quick then.
Oh yeah. And I told her she didn't talk for all women, and I went.
And then I'm like, I'm like, you know, most women actually do this and they are proud of it.
Why do you think they cosplay as it?
Did you hear? Get this, folks, and Rob, get this shit. Dolly Parton wants to do the Playboy centerfold. Finally, for the first time.
Wait. It's a couple decades too late. Maybe.
Wait, she hasn't done it before?
I don't think so.
No, she hasn't. No, didn't Jane Seymour just do it like a couple of years back too, in her 70s?
But what I said, there's got to be some pictures of her from back in the day out there someplace.
Probably.
What would be amazing if she like shared some of those with the new ones, you know? Not that she's a bad looking lady for her age,
and you don't see much of a difference.
Well, the thing about Dolly Parton is she's so, good country girl.
She's a country music icon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's
But
a-
who
she's a
don't
good
want to
girl.
look
She
up?
doesn't even-
Who don't want to get a look at those?
But she doesn't even have like booze at her amusement park. You know, that's the very wholesome country.
She worked at the best whorehouse in Texas, Mecca.
Yeah, you know what? I am
She was
interested.
acting.
I'm interested to see those cans. You know, whether they're silver dollars or kneecaps. I want to. You know, I'd like to see that.
She even said they're hers. She paid for them. I mean,
Tom, what's the guy's first name on the? What's Discount Idris Elba's first name?
I don't know. It's Booker. I think.
Cleveland.
did you
Booker.
hear how she said it? Book.
Cleveland.
There's a lot of passion in that voice.
My
Cleveland.
name's Cleveland.
Cleveland Booker. Welcome to the 3000th century. We got all kinds of pew pews here. You want a pew pew? I got a pew pew.
That is
Look.
creepy.
Here's an Andorian over there. Want
I'm
to go
Cleveland.
fuck with him?
Remember me from the Family Guy? Remember that?
Yeah, remember that? Let's go fuck up that Klingon over there. He looks sad.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
They don't think about this. They don't think that anybody's going to make that connection. They really don't.
Hey,
No.
Mikey Spock, I got my shirt off.
They really don't.
And my nipples are hard.
I'll talk to
Son
Plant.
of a motherfucking bitch.
What the hell was that?
That's his son. He's in Germany.
Oh, that's like, what the fuck? Andre's so gonna fire. And let's be honest, as Willie says, I gotta agree. Dolly is a gilf. Is she even a gilf? Is she a mother? Her grandmother?
Daddy!
I don't know if she's
She's,
ever had kids.
She's a snow leopard. Yeah.
Oh God.
So was that too far? I'm sorry.
No, she's Dolly Parton. She's a fucking national treasure. What are you gonna say? I'll punch a motherfucker. Say something bad about Dolly.
Damn.
Right.
Remember when they were trying to cancel her ass a few months ago? She's like, "Bitch, please, I'm Dolly fucking Parton."
Right.
That's right. You know, like I said, everybody's curious to see what's underneath there.
Even Mecca is. Ask her.
Mecca, are you curious to see what's underneath there?
I suppose. I mean, yeah. I know they're fake though, so.
Granted, it's about 25 years too late,
Well,
but
yeah, it is 25. But you know what? They're probably still assouciant, considering that they're fake.
no. Anyway, we were talking about James Bond. Daniel Craig had some advice for the next guy, whoever that might be. And it was just very simple: don't fuck it up.
Too late.
Okay. Too late.
This night in your life, Mr. Bond. I'll put a bullet in your name. The good one.
There's only one answer for this.
What?
Defund Hollywood.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yes. Of course.
That's right. Even Roger agrees. But I got dry, I always say I got dry skin on my Idris elbow. So it's
What?
like I said, I keep seeing those lists of who would make a good James Bond. I'm like, stop. You don't get a vote.
Steve
Yeah.
Buscemi.
Yes.
Yes.
I don't really.
Who?
Woody Allen,
He already played Bond.
Jimmy Bond.
Fezman says Patrick Stewart for James Bond. I'm sorry, but I have to. I have to have sex with you now.
He played Bosley already.
Please,
from Charlie's
please,
Angels.
derobe and allow me to fornicate with you before I shoot my pew pew.
The whole. I guarantee you, Daniel Craig is just going to be apologizing. Just.
Here you go. Ryan Geiger says Adam Sandler's James Bond. There you go, Rob.
Oh, beside the pushy. Oh, wonder why they call you that. Does it have 8 arms too? Zippity doo. Dr. No will be a Dr. Yes for me. Woohoo.
Be like a Time's Up villain. I think just go full woke with it. Like if they're gonna do it, just do it. Just go
We're
there.
going to sterilize all men on the planet. Because,
I'm the first Jewish Bond. Sidney Rothstein. Nice to meet you.
God.
Sidney Rothstein, you have 25 paid parking tickets. We have a warrant for your arrest.
What? That's my wife's car, bitch. Look, is there something that I can put in this hand here that would make you forget about what you have in this hand? You'd be like, oh, what's this? Oh, and what did I have over here? Oh, I forgot.
Oh,
so you mean like if I had like $200 in this hand? Ouch, $200. Sorry.
That is a great scene.
I'm robbing you.
John Landis directed Coming to America too. Who directed Beverly Hills Cop, Tom?
First one was John Bonham, and then second one was Tony Scott, and then the third one was John Landis.
Yeah, the third one was definitely John Landis.
But John had a problem. Eddie didn't want to be funny anymore. He wanted to make serious movies. So the studio's like, do whatever you can to make Eddie funny without him knowing it. So you have
like a real Bowfinger.
It was an atrocious mess in that respect.
Nightmare.
Nikki D, go ahead.
No, sorry. Cast Captain Peoples the new Bond. Did anybody see Doomcock's news?
I can be James Bond. I'll be Jamie Bond, and I'll have a gun, and I'll get a black man to drive me around.
Dr. Arthur and Reverend Stephen Walton, what do you think of this whole thing that Marvel has having serious buyer's remorse when it comes to Brie Larson?
Man, well, I mean, they could have figured out earlier. I mean, I think that just like all things coming out of the Access media, that there's more hype within their own little segment. That like there's more false hype for Brie Larson than there ever was. I think they were trying to pole vault from her being in Captain Marvel, the first one, putting it between the two, basically the end of the MCU, those two big movies, and that would generate more enthusiasm for her. And I think as time has gone on, they're finding out there is no real enthusiasm for her. And if anything, she's poison to the brand. So, honestly, I think that, and this is like completely unproven, this is total speculation, but I'm pretty sure Kathleen Kennedy wanted to have her come in and do something over in Star Wars. She was kind of advocating for it for a while. And I think the Disney execs may have smartened up and realized that anything Brie Larson touches might just crumble. Like people just don't really have enthusiasm for it. There is definitely a group of people out there that love Brie Larson, or a very well-paid advertising group for her, because God damn, every time I do a Brie Larson video, and I don't make many, they show up. They show up at the woodwork. But I don't think that vocal group is nowhere near as big as the overall fandom. So them losing any interest in her, if that's true, that's just that's kind of a win, I think, for the fans, because we have no interest in her either.
I'm on the YouTubes.
Well, yeah, why else is she on YouTube? Like, why else does she have this channel that they keep having to, every few months I'll see a thing in my email saying, oh, Brie Larson is clapping back at the trolls with her YouTube channel. I'm like, that's still the thing?
I have a period.
Still trying to make it relevant.
And I did yoga.
Oh my God, like why? I just, she's very unlikable. She's just a very unlikable person.
I like cottage cheese, and I think that otters are cute.
This wasn't even the biggest one.
It wasn't. It was just the first one I grabbed, like most men.
Oh, damn. So, no, I just, like her comments alone, her like racist comments alone just turned her off to me. And we didn't need to hear that.
Oh, I'm sorry. Martin Brest directed the first. I was getting him mixed up with another director. My bad.
Okay, brother.
Anyway, you were saying.
I think that's those comments in isolation may have been blown a little out of proportion. I will agree to that. But I think that due to the climate in Hollywood, everybody is just exasperated. You know, like, yeah, we're just sick of it. We're sick of hearing this crap. We know what's coming. We know that, okay, you're another person that supports that narrative. You're another piece of the puzzle that's poisoning Hollywood. And it's a shame because, you know, there are people in Hollywood that are good at what they do and probably don't have the power or influence to speak out against this crap. People like Script Doctor, you know, like people that work in this industry, in that industry. So
people like Anson Mount, who had to have that fake tweet about Discovery.
right. You know, so I feel bad for them, but it's good if they're losing interest in Brie Larson. That might show that they're beginning to get a pulse on the real fandom. You know, not this fake generated, hateful, divisive fandom that they've created over there. And I think it would be a good thing for the fans. It'd be a win for the fans. Just get her out of there. You know, let her do something else. Let her do something else.
The Fez Man sends in 5. Is that pounds or no? It's pounds. Tyler Perry for director. Well, he'll get something done. I mean, he releases like 5 movies a week, don't he? Something like that.
Yeah, he's a powerhouse. Actually, he remakes his plays into films, which are
I like Tyler Perry.
He is.
Me too.
You can't. I may not be into what he does, but I can't cut the guy down. He's made a multi-billion-dollar franchise out of putting himself in a dress. Stephen Otten sends $5. Mecca should be the next Bond. Sorry, couldn't help it. Love you, Mecca. Well, she's got the gadgets.
Would you shoot bad guys and slay hot, sexy chicks for us on screen?
I mean, if that involves going to Ghost concerts, sure.
All right, bet. All right, we got a winner.
Just get them to do the theme song.
Yes. Ghost doing a Bond theme there. That's a win-win, Rob.
It actually wouldn't be a bad idea.
Nah, they're not that classy. Nikki D sent in $5 with the box office.
Than Billie Eilish.
Yeah, well, with that was I did I not fucking call that? Nobody's ever given me fucking credit for that yet.
Billie Eilish.
I called her being the next fucking one to sing the next Bond song, and nobody ever caught that. But anyway, I called that like 2 years ago. With the box office success of Captain Marvel, you'd figure she would have more roles lined up for her. That's just it. People know she's unlikable.
Yeah, well,
how can you not?
Channel if she's busy acting.
We missed one from Captain Hair, Tom.
Did I? I'm sorry. Oh,
Rob, $5 Captain Hair. Rob for James Bond's cousin who constantly calls him wanting to go bowling.
Where am I not seeing that? Is it just not come up yet?
That was a little ways back.
Oh, I can't. I'm not seeing it.
Here, we already have an outtake from the.
Oh, here it is. Okay, I found it.
We already have an outtake from that movie.
The 00710 split.
That's clever. I like that.
Did it. You'll never pick up the spare. Rated R.
He's found himself in the gutter this week.
God.
007, try to get yourself out of the gutter.
Do you expect me to die? No, Mr. Bond. I expect you to wind up in the gutter.
Or I expect you to strike. Get a turkey.
Went over the line. Market a foul.
They call me 007, but I bowl a 300.
It's a league game.
You know, I'm very Reverend Dr. Author Stephen Walton. Do you remember a chain of convenience stores called Store 24?
No.
Well, they're actually up here in the New York / New England Boston area.
Okay. Store
24. But I wrote a sketch years ago when I was in the improv group. We were doing short movies, and I wrote a sketch for a short movie. You know, Kiefer Sutherland in Store 24. He's like trapped in a convenience store.
Beep, 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 and then it fades up, and it's just some chick scanning things. Beep.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. Yeah, Chloe, this is Jack. They're out of coffee. I need help. Okay, turn left and hostess cupcakes. All right.
We're out.
Go past the 3-year-old hot dogs.
We're out of cupcakes. We're out of cupcakes. What do we do? Go to the Twinkies. Go to the Twinkies.
Someone locked the receiving door. We can't get our product inside.
Fuck.
You've never seen action like this.
Right.
No,
This
I can't
meat
change
is
100
out of-
right now. We just opened.
This meat is out of date.
Kiefer Sutherland in store 24. There's no store 24s anymore. They're all Wawas. They're all Krausers or whatever they are.
Nobody got that joke, Rob, but that's all right.
Yeah. A store that has a time bomb somewhere in it.
Can we go back to making fun of Star Trek? You wanna rip on what Trek Core got as a goodie bag?
Yes, please. Let's rip on it.
Booze?
No, not even, right?
Yeah, they got
They
booze.
got to bottle himself whiskey again.
Oh,
Gotta give them some to enjoy the
I think
fucking
they got
show.
some reasonable whiskey.
I can get whiskey. My brother Dave's a liquor salesman. I can get whiskey, no problem. You got to
hook me up.
I
don't know. There was whiskey. There was suckers. There was.
I sent you pictures if you want to put them on.
Yeah. Let me see if I can bring.
You don't
it
like
up
whiskey, just like tequila.
I like it. It's free.
It's free. Is free. Is free. All right.
It says knob.
Let's see here.
Oh God.
Share these without sharing everything.
I'm gonna ask him if he actually gets that whiskey.
I don't know if I can.
Knob Creek.
It looks like you got a kitty photo prop thingy. Got some booze, some candles. I probably vagina scented. Snack fusion, whatever. That's like one of those little snack things. That like they try.
Of the damn cat.
Bar.
No, what they are is they're like pretzel sticks and shit. It's just like those ones they sell at the Disney store. They make them look like Luke's shit from Empire Strikes Back. And it's just a bunch of like Twizzlers and fucking pretzel sticks and shit. And then like, isn't this like, I don't remember what the fuck that is. And then, yeah, and there's a cat book. But anyway.
What's that?
That's from the calendar from like 2 years ago.
Yeah, but anyway.
Yeah, the Knob Creek. I'm pretty sure I can get the Knob Creek whiskey.
Diego Flores. Oh, go ahead.
A couple glasses, tumblers here.
Tom, Diego Flores sends in 1690 Peruvian Soul, says, Tom, you should make a cartoon of that. Maybe make a limited series on MEAD and continue the trend with other famous series. You mean the 24 one, or are you talking about the Beverly Hills Cop one?
Or was he talking about you doing Cleveland Brown as Cleveland Brook?
Cleveland? Welcome to Star Trek. I like to beam. It makes me feel funny.
You should do
I
stuff.
don't want to do anything hurtful.
Every 30 seconds, I can beam myself, and it's glorious.
It makes my tummy tingle.
Oh, I can't hear what they're saying.
All I got to say is, you imbeciles, Alex Kurtzman and Michelle Paradise, thank you. I'm gonna have a lot of fun with this.
Stool band.
Gotta take care of the burn. Oh my God. Like, I just can't believe I can't believe they did that. STD, the season of the burn.
The season of the burn. That's the unused title from Donovan's season.
Hey Doc. Every time I go to urinate, I piss fire. So let me get this straight. When you urinate, you get a burning. No, Doc, you're not getting it. I shoot flames out my dick. I can't pee inside no more. I burn the house down. What's next?
I don't need to know what goes on in your bedroom.
You just stick your dick in and the shit blow up. Just like, poof, poof. What the fuck just happened? Come on. The 007 bowling one, he says.
Oh my God. All right. So this just came in. The Talk. Alex Kurtzman retweeted something from The Talk, and it is buzzword, canon. Sonequa Martin Green can't get her shit straight. They have these talking points, like this. She has a script that she's going off of, or at least a very loose one, and it's so obvious to anybody watching these because she says canon so many times, and this is what all these trolls like to argue about canon. I'm like, I don't care about canon anymore because there's always been fluctuations. That's not a complaint. The complaint I have with Star Trek Discovery now is that it's just as stupid. And it's just terrible, and it's insulting to my intelligence. Who cares? Like, shove your cannon up your backside, Alex Kurtzman. Seriously, I'm tired of arguing it with these people, and this is why I don't argue Trek with these people.
Oh my, a lot. I love that we have the privilege and the honor of going beyond canon. Because we're now in the year 3188, before or after anything we've ever seen. So we got to create everything, every step of the way. We got to establish canon, which was amazing. But what this crew finds is a world that, of course, has gone beyond them. The technology is mind-blowing, but that the Federation is gone. So what they do now?
I've got a problem with her appropriating white culture with her hair, by the way, just saying.
Wow. It's going to make it really difficult to assimilate.
Hi. Well, I'm glad you brought that up because Discovery currently has no captain. So are you the one in charge now?
Well, we're going to have that conversation. You know, this crew only has each other now. You know, we have never before been a family as much as we are now. And now that conversation needs to be had. And there's a lot of factors at play. There's Starfleet protocol, but then there's also what has transferred.
What the fuck does The View have to do with promoting Star Trek for?
It's their target audience, man. It's not Star Trek fans. It's that. It's people who don't care.
No, not. Why do we care if she's going to be a captain? Oh, because she can be the first black captain. We already had one. It was called Cisco. You know, so she can be the first black. No. We already had one. It was called Uhura. She's not the first fucking anything. She's not the revolutionary groundbreaking.
Oh, she's the first worst something. She's the first worst fucking character ever in the history of Star Trek.
Worse than Wesley?
Worse than Wesley.
She's worse than Wesley Crusher.
Worse than Wesley.
Damn.
And what is this cackling freaking, oh, we're going to have a conversation. Who cares if you're the captain or not? You've got this disjointed mess of a crew. We don't even see them in the first episode. Spoilers. We don't even see the rest of these people.
Like, I don't even know who most of these people are. I know Tilly, Stamets, the doctor guy, and that's it. That's it. Oh, and the lesbian butch one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They're only there for their diversity, and this is what I was ranting about on my review that I'll probably have up tonight or tomorrow. The people who they tote out just for representation, they don't even show you. It's like, look at how representative we are. Where are they? They're up the fucking producer's ass on this one. They're not on screen. Where are these people? You're only like this makes my point right there that they're only used for their label.
Well, you don't wheelchair guy just wheeling around the background. That's not enough.
Timmy.
Trenchman sends in $1.99. Says Rob script smokes boys. Let's go.
Rob script smokes boys.
Yeah,
can we next time wheelchair guy wheels around, we got to put the Timmy sound effect over him.
And then Diego Flores sends in another super chat. Says, "Am I crazy thinking that season 3 is a major ripoff of Andromeda?" No, you are probably the 80th person that I've seen point that out, and I'm not even being hyperbolic. I mean, everybody is. I've never seen Andromeda or whatever, but yeah, this is Andromeda this year, and last year it was what was the name of that game?
Star Trek plagiarism.
Mass
Effect.
Effect.
Mass Effect. Yeah.
Well, this is Mass Effect too, because you have the freaking Citadel right there that they're going to do all this trade and stuff.
Hey, look, that dude waited for 40 years, Mecca. 40 years for somebody to come along and hang a flag for him. 40 years.
Also, what has?
Oh yeah, Johnny Pearson points out is CBS. That's the only reason why that's probably why the only reason they were on what was it, Price is Right and crap too that time.
There's Starfleet protocol, but then there's also what has transpired. You know, we'll see. Saru is there now, so we'll see what happens.
Like,
can't wait.
Listen to the hens.
Your character is well versed in xenoanthropology and quantum mechanics. So, how do you,
Why does she have a
Sadiq, the
fucking
actress,
dog?
handle all of that must be scientific jargon going on?
Yeah, man. We affectionately call it space talk or technobabble, right?
Space talk or technobabble.
It doesn't make any sense. We just put words together and
I like science.
I like science, yes. Oh man. It's she's joking about it. And I'm sure like she's just trying to have fun and talk with these hosts of the show or whatever. But like that's not I don't know. There's no seriousness. There's no serious tone for the show. There's no it's just you know what I mean? Like, okay, Star Trek's supposed to be fun. It's not all supposed to be serious. I get that, but for God's sakes, it needs continuity. You know, it needs some kind of respect.
Right.
Well, Roger, we asked Roger, our consultant Roger, and this is what he had to say about. He had some choice words for Sonequa Martin Green. This is what he had to say.
Always remember, you're a whore.
Oh,
wow!
Roger.
I don't need to know what goes on in your bedroom. Adam Wolford sends in $5. I don't remember who wrote it, but there's a script of an action star stuck in a mall fighting terrorists, but they want Bruce Willis and Mel Gibson. Interesting. That's the first I've heard about.
Not ringing any
script.
bells on my end. No, I'm not ringing any bells.
Huh. Well, if you think of a name, just tag me in it, and we'll see what we can find out for you.
Just get Bruce Willis and Mel Gibson.
Yeah.
Just Mel Gibson. I'd rather just have him at this point. Bruce just done.
Yeah, he might actually put some effort into it. I mean, he's in the Fat Man movie, which looks pretty interesting.
That looks
I have that script. I need to read it. So
you have that script?
You know, Mel Gibson. Did you ever hear about that movie while Mel Gibson was in The Beaver?
Yeah, I saw it.
You saw it? How was that?
It was all right. They advertised it as a bit more of, if I remember right, they kind of advertised it as a bit more of a semi-dramedy, and it was more of a, like they showed all the funny parts in the trailer, like if there was any, and then in the movie itself is really kind of depressing from my recollection. I mean, it wasn't horrible, but it was just kind of, it's basically what you expected in a way, kind of, but at the same time it wasn't. I don't know how to explain it.
I remember Jodie Foster was complaining about, oh man, nobody wanted to go see The Beaver. I'm like, you bet you made a movie about a beaver, a guy in a beaver. What'd you expect?
Oh,
I think she was trying to emulate something similar to Anthony Hopkins' film where he was a ventriloquist way back when.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. And here's the thing, though. You know, she's a lesbian, and she made a movie called Beaver. Nobody knew it was a regular old movie. They thought it was a porn. So
sounds like porn.
Oh. And I'm looking at YouTube's front page here, homepage, and the Lower Decks Ready Room with Will Wheaton. 12,000 views in 1 week.
I have to know a little bit about what I'm saying in order to be truthful, in order for it to come from my heart. So I find myself in these rabbit holes on the internet all the time. It's like, you know, try to research quantum mechanics and see what happens. You know, it's like you just keep going deeper and deeper, and then it's like, you know, 2:00 in the morning, and I'm like, astrophysics, like what? You know. And so as long as I just know a little bit of what I'm saying, I'm good to go.
So last season, your husband actually played your father on the show. Now, how was that for the pair of you?
That was amazing. We like to call it just the right amount of weird.
Okay. I'll take it.
That was dumb.
And we definitely had a lot of jokes going on set, and we would purposefully make people uncomfortable because I would call him daddy.
Oh my God.
I love that.
I don't think they shared any screen time.
Trekkies are so invested in every version.
Not last season, but the season before, I think. I don't think he was only in one episode last season. 1 or 2. I'm trying to remember.
They're all insufferable.
They were in the same scenes in the flashbacks though in the first season.
You can call me daddy.
Right?
Weren't they both killed when she was a child?
I think they're talking about Sarek or whatever. I thought.
No, she's not married to Sarek. She's married to the guy that played the Michael Burnham father.
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know. Okay, whatever.
Big celebrity following. How do you feel about their excitement? And are you ever surprised to find out that someone is a fan of the show?
Yes, I
Of
feel
course
like
you
I'm
are, because
always
nobody
surprised,
likes it.
always delighted. I mean, Elizabeth Warren is the most recent one that I found out about,
No,
and
of course she
my
does.
jaw was
Let's
like,
fucking politics ball.
I couldn't.
Yeah, I've had enough of that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. Why would you even admit that? Elizabeth Warren is a
Because
fan.
they're campaigning. They have that whole thing where they're campaigning for one candidate, and well, y'all know how they feel about the orange one. So, regardless of where your politics ball lies, it is so partisan and off-putting to half of the population.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. DCB Titan sends in a Canadian $5. He says, does this little bitch think that just because you set your story X number of years into the future that you're beyond canon? Fuck these idiots. That's right.
I was like, what the hell is
right.
it? El-Til Hiktib.
Oh, I figured it out. You can't read backwards?
Oh, I got it.
Have you ever read those letters where they switch some of the actual letters in the words, and so it looks like it's jarbled, but you can still read it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I did the magic eye thing once.
Did you see the boat?
It's a schooner. A schooner is a sailboat, you idiot. You know what?
All right.
There is no Easter Bunny. It's just a guy in a suit.
Ethan Suplee played that guy, right?
Yeah, speaking of, I got that in the mail today. Arrow just re-released that.
Oh, cool.
I hate you fucking mall rats. All you do is come around here and hang out all day. You don't shop. You don't do anything. He likes to screw people in uncomfortable places.
Like the back of a Volkswagen?
I knew somebody would come back with it. Where'd everybody go? I know Steven had to go potty, but where's everybody else? Like Rob, Mecca?
I'm here. I'm just muted in the background while I'm trying to edit.
Oh God. So I was telling Tom before I got an email from PlayStation.com. They're gonna stop selling PS3 games and stuff. PS3 games, PS3 add-ons on the PlayStation Store because everybody's all excited about the PS5. I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty sure if you just stop selling, nobody would notice. I'm pretty sure there's a couple people still hanging on to their PS3. Oh, fuck this, man.
Hey, open airlock. I was actually thinking about buying another one again just to have, because somebody told me, I don't know for sure or not, but I guess they play SACDs, if that's true. I'm going to buy one again.
I think so. You know, there was SACDs, Super Audio CDs, and then there was DVD audio.
Yeah, I have both, but SACD you have to have a special player for.
Yeah.
Or a player with a special codec or whatever.
Hey, man, but the industry totally dropped the ball on marketing that. Hey, get this really, really high-tech CD player that sounds just marginally better than your regular CDs and costs twice as much.
Yeah, I'm not saying it was a good idea. DVD audio and Blu-ray audio is better, but it never caught on.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got some great collections with some superb fucking mixes and like 5.1, and they have the original quad mixes of like Wish You Were Here and Dark Side of the Moon out there, because they were originally mixed in 4-track stereo, because those came out at the time when the quad records were like the new thing. So they actually mixed it that way. What's his face did the mixing? Alan Parsons or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You can get a few of those. I mean, I've got a lot of DVD audio and Blu-ray audio, but I got a couple SACD combo discs. I was like, but shit, if I could play them just to see. Because, like, I know I got a Rolling Stones one, and I think Dire Straits, Brothers in Arms is an SACD on one side or something like that. And I don't know, something or other. Anyway, you were saying.
Here, Tom, do you remember when CDs first came about? There were people trying to tweak them just to get try to think, oh well, yeah, I can get to even sound better. And they were taking green magic markers, tracing the edge of the disc. Does anybody remember that, or is it just me?
I remember people doing something like that for a reason, but I can't remember what the reason was.
The theory was this is how interesting the entertainment news is, people. We're talking about urban legends with regards to home audio. The theory was, and this was actually reported in like magazines like Rolling Stone and a couple other places, a couple of record collector magazines. I think Goldmine actually. And if anyone out there is familiar with Goldmine, I mean, hats off to you, because only idiots like me know what Goldmine magazine is. The theory was that if you coated the edge of the disc with a green magic marker, felt tip magic marker. I don't know why green. Okay. Just this is just how they explained it, that it would keep the light from escaping off the edge of the disc and you get a better read and better sound. Which
okay, now that you say that, I think somebody said something like that's supposed to help with scratches or something like that, but I don't know how that worked.
Yeah. And they actually did studies, and they actually use scientific equipment. It says, nope, doesn't make a difference. All you're doing is just, taking a chance of slipping and running a green magic marker across your CD.
Well, it kind of is pointless because a CD doesn't spin consistently anyway. That's why a laser's on, like, whatever you call it, like it goes up and down or whatever, so it can keep up with, because when the disc gets spinning at that rate, it's actually like fluttering, like it can't keep a straight. I don't know how to explain it, but it actually waves and wobbles inside your CD player. And so like the laser has to adjust with the movements. So like none of that actually makes any fucking sense at all. Like what you just said. Like, I mean, I know what you're saying, but I mean,
well,
that's dumb.
It didn't make any sense back then.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense now. What is we got? Buck Rogers news?
From Bleeding Fool.
After legal battles, the heirs and estates of the men who created and published Buck Rogers' legendary pictures is finally moving forward with their plans to take the sci-fi icon to the big screen. Here's what we know. Oh, wow.
I mean, Buck Rogers could be something cool. If done right. Now, if he's a toxic male, if he's a toxic white male from the late 20th century and goes into a progressive future, then it's going to be shit.
Stay in your lane, Mr. Rogers, or I have to put a bullet in your knee. The good one.
Adam Wolford sends it to $10. The script was back in the 80s. I thought that would be funny, so she played the daughter to the actor that is really her husband. Can you keep that weird stuff in the bedroom? Yeah, because she's like, oh yeah, they call him daddy, and blah, 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 blah.
Thank you, daddy.
Yeah.
I thought Buck Rogers was on my King Feature Syndicate.
Was, and it might be close to being
maybe. Well, let's read this here. Buck Rogers is going back to the future. After months of negotiations, Legendary has closed a deal for the screen rights to the classic and influential sci-fi character. Legendary, the company behind the upcoming sci-fi epic Dune, or is that Dune?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Isn't Buck Rogers might be public domain by now?
Yeah, and movies such as Godzilla and Kong Skull Island, starring Brie Larson, is envisioning a big screen take that would pave the way for a prestige television series as well as an anime series, giving audiences a 360 look at heroics set in the 25th century. Don Murphy and Susan Montfort will produce via their Angry Films banner, whose credits include Transformers and Real Steel.
And let me guess, Buck Rogers will be played by a stunning and brave black woman.
Non-binary.
Again.
The non-binary 6.
Again.
Transmutant Crusher.
The transmutant what?
The deals are legendary.
Oh, there was more?
The deals are Legendary. We spent years waging legal battles as fights for rights ensued between their heirs and the states and the men who created him or published his stories. No legendary has no comment. Buck Rogers, one of the earliest icons, sci-fi genre, first appearing in a story titled Armageddon 2419 and published in a 1928 issue of pulp mainstay Amazing Stories. Incidentally, same issue that featured E.E. Doc Smith's Skylark of Space, written by Philip Francis Nolan. The story told of a World War I veteran who finds himself trapped in a mine shaft and ends up suspended in animation because of hand wave radioactive materials. Recovered 500 years later, in the year 2419, he finds himself now the ultimate outsider and has to figure out how to orient himself in this strange new world where he's enlisted to fight in a war between several gangs that in what was once America. You can read the original story here. America. No other details.
Yeah. Okay. Adam Wolford sends in.
So let's say. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just going to say, if they do speculatively gender swap Buck Rogers to a woman, who's going to play Wilma, Captain Wilma? Deering.
A lesbian.
Okay.
Adam Wolford sends in $5. So more ripping off better IPs. So when are we going to have her Nexus of the Multiverse? And how the true evil is Q. He's the source of everything. Yeah, God. Leave Q alone. They've already had him in Lower Decks. Oh, now what did fucking Kurtzman say?
No, they didn't bring Q into Lower Decks.
He's just tweeting out promotional crap.
Oh, Lord.
Don't do it, Clancy.
Oh, Lord.
Hi, Alex. I'm still waiting for my apology, and then I'll shut up. Finally,
it's a trailer. I'm not showing a trailer.
No.
All right. I'm going to show the new Perry Chan video. Fuck it.
But I will tell you, it does have they're drinking together and they're flirting and they're making lies at each other.
We knew that was going to happen because Cartman. This is Seattle's so-called Capitol Hill Autonomous Zone. Chaz for short.
Chaz, yeah. Chaz World. Wait, slow down. Where are you naked? There's an earthquake on the way. Well, how do you know? I'm about to die in my own spiritual one. I didn't even get to live to have a millstone hung around my neck.
After several days of violent clashes between the police and protesters, officers retreated from the area to de-escalate the tension. Protests have been calm and mostly peaceful since police have left.
What the fuck? I don't know. We could have the summer of love.
Yeah. Tell that to the police.
Okay, some of that's a machete. Yeah.
Güey, nos van a invadir, cabrón.
Oh my gosh! Ciao. Yahoo! Okay, here we go.
Thank you, Lord! Thank you, Lord! Thank you,
That's great.
Fat Steven Seagal.
Yeah.
Oh.
¿Qué puñeta? Adelante. Qué puto.
Is that like a personal attack or something?
Approximately 10 hours later.
With all the cars.
Oh my god. Oh, it's a demolition man, yeah.
this is a long one. Holy cow.
I am the love.
I will eat your ass. I'll do it.
Many hours later.
Oh shit.
Nice.
Oh shit. Who's gonna be Indy now? Oh, it's the guy, the naked guy.
Oh my god.
Hail
great.
Perry Chan, that was amazing.
Hail Perry
Oh
Chan.
shit. If you haven't checked out Perry Chan, check it out. Whew, was there anything
was
else?
that?
I don't know. I didn't. He just asked for a voice.
Dude, that guy's great imagination.
He asked me to do stuff. I do what he tells me. I don't know what he ever does with it, but he just works his magic.
Oh man.
Oh, that was amazing though. My face hurts now. It's an earthquake.
Oh God. Do we have to keep watching Discovery?
I'd rather watch that 12 times.
I want to get through the meat. What's she going to? What substance is she going to ingest next week?
To make her try and make her likable, you mean?
Oh, is it not making her likable? It's just making me have so much ammo to make fun of the show with. It's like, you're defending this? People, you're defending this garbage.
Yes, Mecca. Stop being an istophobe.
I have one guy who just yells that I'm a fat racist bitch over all of my videos because he doesn't have any actual criticism.
That guy, yeah. I don't want to give his name out, but that.
Yeah, I don't know his name.
Is that the one that was also doing it to other YouTubers where he just sits there and watches their videos and he's like, well, "That's just stupid." And
Yeah, you're just a
stupid.
racist bitch. You're just a fat.
Brie Larson.
Brie Larson's a fucking
Brie
national
Larson.
treasure.
Brie Larson.
Yeah.
Well, Tree
Yeah,
Rock says if he ever gets anything completed, he'll call for voice work over. Anybody who ever wants a voice thing, yeah, I can usually do that.
Yeah. When that guy's video started, I half expected him to say, "Hey."
Shit.
Oh gosh.
You're gonna
Straight
so
up.
get us canceled, Rob.
I think showing the footage of Chop is actually going to be probably more canceled than anything else.
I need no chocolates.
Like, I can block that shit.
Yeah.
Or
Adam
Chad
Wolford,
or
yeah.
Fruitopia, or whatever the fuck they're calling it.
Adam Wolford says in $5. I thought it was black marker. It stopped the light from escaping, causing more of the data from the CD player that can put out the music. Yeah, I heard the same thing, black marker, but yeah.
There's a couple different versions.
It's bullshit.
Of the game. Yeah, it's BS. It makes no difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not gonna heal the scratches with toothpaste.
No. You know how you heal the scratches? Buy a new copy.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's right.
Quit treating your shit like shit.
Some people have their stuff for 10 years. Some people have it for 10 days.
Mm-hmm.
I used to have a Disco Devil. That was repair the plastic covering on a disc. But once
Well, like
you've
the
got
only
through
ones
the
that would
plastic
work
covering,
are
yeah.
like those. Yeah, if it's like one of those expensive ass ones, like they used to have at video stores and game stores and
Right.
shit like that.
Yep.
Yeah, those actually work. But you're talking like where they actually and we have to sit there and do this to like tons and tons of discs. But you actually sands off a layer, and then you have like this goo that like buffs it, and then you like gotta scratch it down again, and then you reshine it. It's a fucking process, but it works. It
It
does
works. You
work.
can only use it for so many times before
Yeah.
the CD then deteriorates, though. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm sure it opens it up to more things like disc rot and other things, but yeah, that's a
Yeah,
whole nother
CDs don't have
subject.
the same shelf life as a VHS tape.
Yes and no. It depends on the quality of the glue and partially how they're stored. Because I've heard people have like random outbreaks of disc rot, and I'm like, dude, if you've got that much disc rot in your collection, that means it's how you're storing it. because laser discs, yeah, they used to have a lot of disc rot because they were big. CDs generally don't. DVDs, depending, unless they were a cheap company that put them together, maybe. But I've only had a few DVDs that ended up with a little bit of disc rot. Now, old, like, rewritable and burnable discs, those get disc rot real easy. But I think that's more so because I think the layer of, what is it, the foil or whatever that's on the bottom layer is actually on the bottom. It's not, or on the top, or however it is. Yeah, it's, the old ones are real shitty. I think the newer ones are a little better. But yeah, you should always back up all your discs if you can. But I mean, as long as you're storing your CDs and DVDs and Blu-rays in a nice, mostly dry area that's not too hot and not too cold, they should last you forever. I mean, rarely do you have an instance of disc rot in any anymore, because it's a very rare thing. I mean, I've heard of bad batches, but like I got in an argument with a guy on a Facebook group because he's like, I have 20 discs with disc rot. What the fuck? It's like, then it's how you're storing them, dude. There's no fucking way you have 20 discs with disc rot and it's not some outside force in your,
Right.
There's no fucking way. 2 maybe, not 20. That's just crazy. That means you're keeping them in too moist of an area and too hot of an area or something like that. Because that's what disc rot is when the glue breaks down between the two pieces of plastic that hold the actual data between.
Oh, I've seen it where it's actually deteriorated, where it looks like someone took a bite out of or lit nibbles on them.
Yeah, it'll look it looks like spots. It'll look like kind of like mold sometimes. But when you see it, it'll start seeing it, the separation at like the either the inside or the outside on the far edge. And you'll just see like little dots and spots kind of start to form. And that's just oxygen getting into the glue and breaking apart or whatever it is. And yeah, it's a breakdown of the glue. That's all it is. Some facilities used to use cheap glue, especially on like laser discs and shit back in the day. That's why those get disc rot real bad. And they'd reuse discs a lot. Like if they had a 3-sided discs, like a movie, like that fourth side would generally be another side of a disc that didn't sell, and they'd literally rip it apart and glue it back with the other one. And so like if you buffed it out and shit, because they'd scratch it down to where it wouldn't work. But then like there's people who have buffed them out and they found like, part 3 of some other movie, and shit like that on them, just because they have to fill out the other side.
I'd like to make mention that the current entertainment news is so invigorating. We're talking about rot.
I know. We're talking about fucking disc rot, rust, oxidization. Right. Yes, all that shit. Yes. My CDs
that
are
usually
ruined.
Comes from like plastic or glass that's in there as well.
Yeah. Damn, dude, why are my CDs ruined? I keep them in my basement in my attic, right?
Oh, God.
Oh, sorry. I'm a CD connoisseur, so yeah.
I don't know why my stuff, my PlayStation gets ruined. I only played it for 10 hours in a sandstorm.
Well, the question I hate the most anymore from people, because like my kid and his buddies and shit like that, you'll get into music and stuff, and they'll talk about like vinyl and stuff, and it's like, well, what's the best ones and da 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 da. I'm like, if it says it has a digital master, yeah, then buy the CD. Why? Because it's your what the fuck? Why would you buy a third fucking generation fucking it just makes no sense. It's mastered on digital. Just buy the digital version. Fucking dumb. Anyway, that's the one question I hate the most. It's pretty simple. If it was mastered in analog and it's an original print, probably you're good to go. But are the new 4K discs the same? Yeah, they're all made the same way in the same kind of facilities and stuff. Actually, there's only like 2, I think, facilities left in North America that still do any of that, and I think they're both in Mexico, if I'm not mistaken.
They move everything to China?
No, they just closed down a bunch of the American plants. For some reason.
Everything's breaking down right now.
Well, this was before this stuff, and because this happened like a couple of years ago. I don't know if Script remembers this at all, but because I remember they were talking like there was going to possibly be a shortage of video games and movies and stuff a couple of years back for Christmas, because a bunch of these facilities closed down and they were on a backlog of getting discs out.
I remember something of that nature with regards. Yeah, a few Christmases ago, they were worried about being able to meet the physical to media demands, and so they were trying to push digital stuff real hard.
I'm trying to
counter.
think. It might have been the year that Red Dead came out. I want to say it was a big game came out that year.
It was 2012.
No, Red Dead 2. So it was like that was only like 2 years ago, right?
Oh, that part. Well, because I remember like in the 2012.
Grand Theft
13s,
Auto 5 is too old for that. Like I knew it was a big game had come out, and they were like worried they weren't going to be able to meet the demand. But Flashy Vic sends in £5. Decades ago, the needle was jumping on some of my LPs, so I was told to put the penny on it. Of course, being a cretin, I put it on the label, not the way. You know what? You're still probably better off because you know what that means? It means your skate on your fucking skate is either broken or flipped the wrong way or turned up too high or whatever, and you probably didn't know how to adjust it. And people used to put the penny on there, and that's the worst fucking thing you can do. Because all that does is grind your needle into the fucking record.
Yep.
And really all it is you just got to turn up or down your skate, Rob? I can't remember which.
Turn it up.
Yeah, usually you can find it near like all your other doohickeys for your, what the hell are the thing's called?
There was the back of the
turntable repair advice with Tom.
Yeah, right. I don't know the terms, but you might figure it out.
The back of the arm was weighted. All you had to do was just give it a little turn.
Yeah, most of the time when you have that problem. Otherwise, if you don't have the choice to mess with it, then it's a piece of shit. Go throw it out and buy a new one. Most likely. I mean, there's some good ones that don't have it, and they're pretty good. Like Audio Technica puts out some good ones. I'm trying to think of the other one I just bought. That was a real nice one. I can't think of the name of it offhand, though. But I've only got to play with it like twice. So Nelson Shredda sends in $2. So when can we talk about VHS tapes? VHS tapes suck. Plain and fucking simple. Betamax is even better, yes, but both fucking analog videotapes sucks.
Take a chromium oxide tape and stretching it over a magnetic head. Yeah, it's not the best system.
It was a step backwards because they were actually working on a system, and they actually used it for many years in television that basically was like a VCR, but it ran on film. It actually had film and cartridges.
Yep.
And it would have basically been HD way back when.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They were thick model pieces because they could they held, I think the size capacity was 32 millimeters, if I remember correctly, because they weren't the same.
I think they're only 16 millimeter, but yeah, either way, it was still anything better than we could get out of VHS or anything of that like that at the time, even Laserdisc for that matter. And the only problem was our monitors weren't good enough for it, so you actually had to buy a special monitor, basically, which would have been like one of those rear projection monitor things they used to use for an old Steenbeck. What do you call the actual monitor part of it? I know I'm calling it a monitor, which makes it sound like it's a digital thing, but it's not. It's basically like a light box.
Yeah.
I was thinking a lizard.
Oh.
Probably would have been pretty cheap to do it if they would have figured it out at the time. The film, though, wouldn't have been cheap, but...
No, God. Well, like that's one of the reasons why we got more into digital is just because film development became more expensive as the years grew. So,
Mr. Wolverine 007 sends in $10. Says, "I guess I'm lucky. All of my Laserdiscs are immaculate. That means you've taken good care of them. I've never."
Or you have no kids or siblings that want to borrow your shit.
I've never personally seen disc rot on any. I don't doubt some do, though. I have wondered how long my VHS and Betamax tapes would last. Technically, they'll last forever. It's just a matter of them wearing down. And again, they're more susceptible to outside forces as far as like environmental. Like a tape will break down a lot quicker than a disc will, if you're getting it too hot or too cold.
Well, from use for sure, yeah.
And then not even talking about usage. I'm just talking about.
Well, it's just got moving parts and it's
because they like to seize up after a while too. Because if it gets just tapes love to do that, you'll have that problem. And Tree Rock says, "I don't know if you recall this, but I remember the first generation DVD movies had terrible sound mixes. Do you know why it was a problem. Probably it was more than just the sound mixes. A lot of the early ones also had they were just straight letterbox, not even anamorphic, because they were just ripping them straight from the they were using the Laserdisc masters a lot of the time. So they were just really shit. Below par. That's probably a better way of putting it. So, anyway, and Captain Robert April says he's sorry he's late. Well, you're so late that we're just about to wrap this up, I think, because we're crossing just crossing into the 90-minute region, and I think we've done enough yammering for now. What do you guys think?
It's a fun but weird show.
It definitely didn't end the way that I thought it would, but it was very informative and kind of took me back.
That's what she said. Linear tracks mono versus hi-fi stereo. Hi-fi stereo is actually surprisingly good as long as you got a good VCR. There was actually a point where they used a lot of tapes in recording studios for that because they were really high quality, actually. The audio on VHS was really, really high quality. Nelson Sharita sends in $2. Wow, there's nothing to talk about, huh? Yeah, basically.
Well, yeah, like Hollywood's talking about getting Buck Rogers back into theater. So,
but yeah, I mean, in reality, if I remember right, like VHS tape is almost the equivalent of the old reel-to-reel audio tapes as far as the quality goes. Plus, you have the hi-fi boost on it. So, but oh yeah, tapes are never forever. And then, yeah, if you bake your tape, though, I think you only get one more play out of those bastards, though.
Bake it?
Yeah, it's a very... there's YouTube videos out there, I'm sure, on how to do it.
Mm-hmm.
But you take, like, those kilns or whatever, like, that you would make, like, the ovens.
Ceramics
ceramics in and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to get it at the right temperature. You have to do it for the right amount of time, because if it's too long, you'll melt the son of a bitch. If you do it just wrong, you fuck it up, it's done. But you get like one play out of it after that, and that's it. And you're lucky. So like most people will do that for like a tape that's seized up or like melted together. It'll help break it apart.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's like a one-shot deal usually. If it don't work, then you're fucked.
Hell of an extreme to just not go to the Walmart and get yourself a $5 disc.
Well, I mean, people do it for like, home videos and stuff like that, and they don't realize, not messing with them over time, and they sit there and they get all melted together and shit, and it's like, well, fuck, what do I do? Well, there's guys who will actually fix those for you. All right, kids. Or dehydrator is a better one, probably. I think that's the one I see one guy use on it. That's basically what you're doing is pulling the moisture out of the tape.
Right.
All right, kids. Let's seal the deal. What do you think?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Thank you guys for having me. Thank you to the chat for showing up. Chat makes the show.
Check out Steven's channel. Check out his book. Throw your link in there for the book if you want to. If anybody hasn't got the first book, you can get that as well, right, Steven?
Yes, you can. You can get them both at the same time. Volume 1 and Volume 2 together. Got some highlights of some great people in there, like that Gospel Corner Mark with a C and our own Mech Random 42. Also have some contributors in there like Jesse Milestone, Stephanie Janisic, Lord Doomcock, and Ichibaka. Looking forward to presenting that material to you guys. Thanks,
Awesome.
Daddy.
Can't wait to see it. Also, check out Mecca's channel and check out Script Doctor's channel as well. Always great entertainment.
Yeah,
and
Mecca's on 60,000, so
closing in.
My review will be up either tonight or tomorrow morning. Probably later. I'm still editing it a little bit here and there. I'm doing a lot to it to transform, and it's gonna be funny.
Oh, I can't wait.
I'll give us a minimum effort puppy for today. I think we earned that much.
Well,
Yeah, he's cute.
And the new Jackbox comes out today. If anybody wants to buy it,
I've seen you talk about. Is there anything good in it? I mean,
Quiplash, new Quiplash.
Yeah. Oh, Raging Rhino came in with a super sticker.
Thumbs up pair.
Thumbs up pair. Thank you so much, Raging Rhino. Check out like the Geek Blend, Raging Rhino, Open Policy Airlocks in the chat. Those guys do a great show. Was it Saturdays and trying to think the other nights you guys do them. Wednesdays, I think it is, or
Raging's on. Raging is on with Lethal Lightning on.
Oh
Saturday
yeah, they also do
our
that
time.
too. Yeah.
Yeah. Great show, man. Those guys are great. Full Aussie, great show. Great guys. You always laugh.
So yeah, it's always good stuff to check out, and you can always check out our Mixed Tees shop where you can get this great Defund Hollywood T-shirt right now, and the movie version of me is wearing it here.
That's the movie version of you, huh?
That's the movie version of me.
Yeah,
you like a cross between Tom Holland and Rami Malek.
You got a douchebag haircut.
I do, but I said he's got to have pretty hair. Got to have pretty hair. All right, kids. Where's my Statler and Waldorf?
Can we get one Fenton?
Oh, I suppose just for you, Steve.
Thank you.
Jesus Christ.
Right! Fenton! Oh, Jesus Christ! Fenton!
Fenton's a beat.
Just when you think this show is terrible,